Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is December the 2nd, 2024. I'm Andrew Lacey, and welcome to today's YouTube call. I want to start with a little bit of music here. Alexa, continue.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left.
Alexa, pause. You know, you heard those words? It's taking your breath, it's stealing your mind. This morning I was talking about why. If you had a sheet of paper right now, write down the word why. W-H-Y. Why? Last week I asked you the questions, why are you not doing the things that are in the book that can completely change your business and your life forever? Why? Why are you leaving something out? Why are you not doing it? What is that reason? This morning I want to talk a little bit about, as I go forward in the call, why did I do certain things? Now, I said this on the 7:30 call, but I think it's so important for those people that are in YouTube or in coaching, the people that I don't coach directly, but are in coaching, to hear this. But see, there's something that's stopping you. Why are you not more successful? So let's start with why. Out beside the W, put Y, W-H-Y. And then beside the H, put have. And then beside the Y, put you. Why have you? Why have you not followed the 7 steps to prospect? It's guaranteed income if you follow them. Why, if I'm talking to people that's advanced, that are doing well, why do you not call your past customers? Why do you not call people back more often? Why do you not follow up more often? Why do you miss a day of prospecting? And I said this morning there's 120 hours in 5 days. From 12 o'clock midnight on Monday till 12 o'clock midnight on Friday. That's 120 hours. You can't find 5 hours, 10 hours a week to generate 90% of your income. And that's what it would do, generate 90% of your income. Why can you not see that if you do income producing activities, you're going to have a better income? Why aren't you focused on what? Okay, let's go back to the why I did certain things. Why, number one, I quit watching the news. It got the negative out of my life. It's the biggest influence of negativity is news. Second biggest negativity is people that you are friends with that are negative. Get rid of them. Or if you don't get rid of them, spend less time with them. But as long as you're being fed negative, it's so hard for you to be positive. And for yourself, quit being negative about what you don't have. You can have a different life. You know, somebody said, well, I'll be happier when I make money. No, you've got to be happier, then you make money. I'll do it more once I start making money. No, you have to do it before you start making money. You know, all these people say, well, I'll do this once. No, it's not. You're putting the cart before the horse. You're not going to have a great income until you do the right things. You're not going to have more closings unless you have more listings. You're not going to have more listings unless you have more appointments. You're not going to get unless somebody's feeding you 3, 4, 5, 10 appointments a week, you're not going to have appointments unless you come in and get them. And you shouldn't buy them. You don't have to buy them. We have a system that you can get appointments every day. Why? Why did I not look at an email or a text? Well, first of all, there was no email or texts when I prospected. But why do I try to tell every agent, don't look at a text, don't look at an email, don't take a phone call, don't do anything before you come in and call, because it will be a distraction. And if you're distracted, you're not focused. Think about that. It's just like attitude. You're either positive or negative. You either have a positive attitude or you have a negative attitude. You can't have both. So you're either focused or you're distracted. Okay, the 7 things to reach all goals: your attitude, your belief, your commitment, your determination, your excitement, and your focus. I love to put these 2 words together, attitude and belief. First of all, why do I have a positive attitude? Because somebody needs my help. Why is my belief different than everyone's in the world? Well, now it's not just a belief, it's I know. I know that if I do certain things, I'm going to have a different result than the rest of the world. It's not just a belief, it's knowing. You know, a lot of people, when they leave my class, they think my book will work. They think this program will work. They think, but they don't know. But to change your belief is to change your life. I like to put committed and determined together. I think, why are you not more committed? Why are you not more determined? You know, it doesn't take intelligence to be determined. It takes effort. It takes showing up. You know, I said this morning, one of my favorite statements this morning was, why did I get more appointments than everyone? Well, you prospected more. Yes, but that's not why. Because my scripts were internalized. Because I've just finished the 7 most important beliefs to always have business. Actually, it's the 7 most important beliefs for your life and your business. And see, I had everything internalized. Do you have my scripts internalized? Well, I do not have my scripts internalized. If you had them internalized, you will now be able to listen. So I was getting ready to say, the 2nd book that I'm going to finish is called The Clock. I've already done it. I'm just going to go back and redo it because it wasn't edited correctly. Nothing changes. Well, nothing what I say changes. The only time something changes is when the market changes and I give you a little bit of a different script. Or I give you a little bit of a script for a holiday, a little bit of a different script because, you know, I called someone today and was talking to them about their business. They just had the best year of their life. In the last few months, they've dropped off. And I said one reason and one reason only. There's no sense of urgency. You're doing so well. You've made 3 times more money than you've ever made. And you're coming in and going through the motions. How many of you come through, why is your business not better? Because you're just going through the motions. You know, when you leave my program, when you're at my program, your appointments skyrocket. But after a couple of weeks being back at home and kind of being around everyone else, you get back to that same complacency that you had. You're doing the program, but you're not doing the program correctly. See, I have people say, well, I'm doing your program. Are your scripts internalized? Think about, I never had to think one time of what to say. It was internalized. Are your script, can you role play with me right now and your scripts are internalized? It's not a lot that you need to internalize. Good morning, it's Andrew Lacey. Can I help you get your home sold today? That's kind of real simple. Would you be offended if I just came out and took a look at it? That's not that difficult. It sounds like you're having a bad day. Can I ask you a question before I go? Now, I want to stop right here. I couldn't understand after people was trying to do my program why people would hang up or people would be mad or people would be angry. And it's because they were not listening to that person on the other end. This morning, I called the lady that cuts my hair, Sandra Burnett. And when I called, she said, good morning, good morning, good morning. And I said, you're in the bathroom. She goes, how do you know that? I said, because I can hear what room you're in. She goes, you know, you going blind, you hear so much better. I said, Sandra, back in the 90s, I could tell if they were in the kitchen, if they were in the family room, if they were in a bedroom, if they were in the bathroom. Because I called so many people, I could hear where they were. Now, here's next level. I could hear if they were distraught. I could hear if they were angry. I could hear if they were frustrated. I could hear that they were in a hurry. And I knew when to push and not to push. Now let's understand why. Because I had mastered my scripts. They were internalized. So see, I was not thinking about what I was going to say. It was internalized. I was listening to what they were saying, but how they were saying it. Does that mean I let everybody off the hook immediately? No, I'd say sometimes I'd just say, can I ask you a question before I go? If I had someone today that could pay cash for your home, or if they were already pre-approved, would you, see, put a period there. Would you have any interest in still selling it? But do you have someone? I remember the first time somebody asked me that, I did not have a script. I went, and then I got off the phone and I thought about it a little while. Next time it came up, do you have someone? Sir, I have lots of buyers, but to tell you I have a buyer for your home. See how I said, your home. I'll be telling you a story. But how many people live out that word? If you just allow me. What does just mean? Non-threatening. If you just allow me to come out and take a look at it, I'll be totally upfront with you and tell you if I've got a buyer or if I can find a buyer. Does that sound fair enough? But do you know that I have people in coaching after 5 years that have still not mastered the basics? Forget overcoming objections. I listen to role playing sometime, and they have put other words in there. When you change one word, it changes what you're saying. When you change one word, you know, I love listening to role playing, and I love saying, okay, this is the word you left out. This is, you know, I was listening a few weeks ago, and somebody had changed 20 words of it. And then the next person had changed 5 words. Isn't that amazing? That person that only changed 5 words had 3 times more closings. But this is the WHY have you not mastered the basic scripts? You know, there's objections that the seller can give you, and I said, I have an objection handling CD. Does it have every objection on there? No. But it has a good many. I think I'm going to do a new objection handling CD download on the 12th. I may do that. But how can you overcome the objections if you haven't mastered the basics? You know, there's people that have seen me do 100 listing presentations, more than 100. You know what they can say on every one of them? He's never changed what he says. Never. I took 300 listings in 1 year. What do I need to change it for? Just think about it. Have you taken 30 listings? You haven't if you haven't mastered the presentation. You know, it's amazing. I said this morning after I finished the call, I was talking to someone, and I said the only way to fail at my program is to quit. This weekend I was watching how America was made. And it was on Cornelius Vanderbilt, who was railroads. And it was John D. Rockefeller, who was oil. It was J.P. Morgan, who was banking. It was Andrew Carnegie, who was steel. But it had different successful people that would come in and say different things. But you know, they all said one thing. They said lots of people have great ideas, but they don't act upon them. I had the idea in '95. I'm already making $1 million a year. I've just had the best 4 years of my life. But I have the idea that real estate can be done a different way. You don't have to do open houses. You don't have to do brochures. You don't have to spend hundreds of thousands, tens and 20,000s of dollars. You don't have to buy the business. You don't have to call every person in the world. I said, there's a different way to do it. So that was the idea. But then they said very few people, they have the idea, but they don't do it. But the ones that do it, the only ones that really ever get there are the ones that don't quit. I struggled with that as a speaker from 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000. I've been to 2005. I could have made more money selling real estate. But I knew I had something special. I had a way of generating income, and it didn't matter if you've been in real estate 1 year or 20 years. I had a way to generate, excuse me, my room is so hot, they got the door shut. I need to turn the air down in here, because I'm hot. But I knew I had something special. But it was every one of these people that they interviewed that were the best in the world today, in our time. They interviewed them, and they would talk about these people, these great people. They all had one thing in common. They didn't quit. They failed. They went bankrupt, some of them, but they never quit. I look back over the last 28 years. If people had not quit, they would have all been successful. It's impossible to fail if you follow the book. It's impossible. See, why you are not having success is you have not learned the scripts, followed your daily schedule, stuck to your standards of business. I mean, I coach some of the best people in the United States, some of the most dedicated, some of the hardest workers, but they still miss days of prospecting. I can count on one hand how many people I've ever coached that never missed a day of prospecting. It blows me away for you to come to my seminar and see a person that's sitting next to you or 2 chairs over whose life has changed, and you still won't go back and do what's necessary to change your life. To change your life. We're not talking about just your income. Everyone hires me because he can help me make more money. But in the end, the Lacey way doesn't just change your income, it changes how you think. It changes how you think, not just in business, but your life. You're a better communicator. You're a better delegator. You're better at getting up when you fall down. You're better at not giving up once you get there. You know, I talk about this is a business that you want it to be in real estate duplicatable. What you do each day is duplicatable. This morning, how many will send me their numbers later today that got an appointment? You know, why don't you send me your numbers every day? Why don't you get up excited every morning? Why don't you get up excited knowing I know that you have the opportunity to make $10,000 to $20,000. But see, I get to see the end result. Some of you will be around for a year, and some of you will be around for 2 years, and some may be around for 3 years or 4. But normally after 3 or 4 years, most people drop out. But you know, this next week, I'm going to have people that's been in the program 10 to 15 years, and that's the majority of people I coach now. Something happened about 13, 14 years ago that I was able to communicate. This is something that you're going to do the rest of your career that will always give you business. And you never what I call finish. I hope that I'm the greatest example of all, that if you could go back and live, you know, I used to have, somebody said, now y'all sending me your numbers. I used to have cassettes. And then we switched them over to CDs. And we would send somebody, I want all of the CDs. I think it's $1,000 for everything, not counting the coaching call of the month. But we'd send them out, and someone would call in and say, Rosellen, you sent us the wrong stuff. This isn't Andrew. And she'd go, actually, that's how Andrew sounded in 97 and 98 and 99. But it doesn't sound like the same person. He got better. I'm not the same person I was in 2000 or 2010 or even 2020. Why have you not changed? That's the why I want to know. Why have you not gotten better? Why have you not changed your commitment, determination? I want to get back to those 2 words today, excited and focused. A person that will come in excited and they're focused, their lives are going to change. First of all, they're excited to come to work. They're excited to find someone to give them an appointment. They're excited about the opportunity to make $10,000 to $20,000 a day. Now you put focus with that. Now how do you have more focus? You don't take a phone call. You don't look at a text. You don't look at an email. I can tell you that 1,000 times, but you still do it. There's nothing that can't wait on your phone till after 10, 11 a.m. You think everything, oh, you operate out of despair. I operate out of, there's more business than possible. I said that this morning. There's more great prospects than I possibly do business with. So I call someone that's mad. If I believe there's more great prospects, okay, goodbye. Now I call somebody else. And also, when I say goodbye, I look to my 7th chapter of my book. No today does not mean no tomorrow. So I'm going to call him back at some point. I did say this morning that I would call the same people every day, every day, every day. First of all, because I didn't have enough people to call. Some days we had 0 expired. Some days we had 1. Some days we had 2. And when I was prospecting 3 hours a day, I went through everybody. But if I got somebody that was really angry and I called him, I might not call him for 3 or 4 days, but I'm going to call him back. Because why again is no today does not mean no tomorrow. I wish you would take this week and next week and the next week and go to work and get better. But look and say, why am I not having success? Okay, 1, am I showing up every day doing income-producing activities? And I'm not talking about putting a buyer in your car. If you're spending weeks with buyers, your income is going to be weak. Do you have a show business or a dough business? What's a show business? A website. What's a show business? A glamour shot. What's a show business? A car that's really nice that you're making a payment on every month. You look showy, but you don't have a dough business. A dough business is money piled up. Piled up. I can't even get it all on this desk. I was telling Austin, my person with YouTube and our website and stuff, I said, do you know that from 1996 to 2006, I didn't even have a website. But I still had a great business, had an incredible business. See, I've always had an incredible business. I just became incredible the last few years. People will say, Andrew, you were great in 98. If you owned a Zoom call with Betty Gales the other day, she said she's had every coach in the United States, but her first coach, which was me, was the best she ever had. And that was 1996, 97, 98. I was good, but I wasn't great. My program was great. I've just got better at presenting it. So let's get back to that presenting. Is your presentation internalized? Internalized. That you never have to think about what you're going to say. I had somebody we sent the book to that joined coaching the first time we started doing that. We got people that want to join coaching, and I said, okay, we'll send you the book. You can go through it. And they got to my presentation. They said, I'm not sure about that presentation. I didn't say anything, but I was going to say, well, I'm definitely sure about that presentation. But see, they'd been in real estate 15 or 20 years, and they've never seen something that the presentation is built on you communicating effectively with the seller. Not with gimmicks and gadgets, not with a show business, but a personal relationship with that seller. That relationship that I'm here today to help you. Now, did you hear my tonality change? Again, thank you so much for allowing me to come to your home today as we was walking through. What did you tell me you wanted? And whatever price they would say, ooh, what? Ooh. See, I just don't go, oh, that's too high. And that's what everybody else says. Oh, it won't sell for that. No. See, no one ever has, ooh. I would love to sell your house for that price. And then I tell them a higher price and a higher price. But then by having that first part in the greeting, when I walked in your front door, you told me I could be totally upfront with you on what it would take to get it sold. And you know what? I'd rather get out and walk out of here then mislead you and put your house on the market for a price it's not going to sell for. Now, there's 3 more scripts after that. But watch. I would love to sell your house. Now, stop right there. Let's go back to the front door. Thank you so much for allowing me to come to your home today. Before I get started, can I ask you a question? Can I have your... See, there's 2 different tonalities. You know what? When I watch TV shows, I see actors that played this part, and then there's another show and they played this part. And they're 2 different total people. They're actors. There's a lot of action in real estate, but there's even more of an actor that has to be in you. I actually feel pain when I have to tell somebody. I don't have to fake it. I'm sorry their last agent told them the wrong price when they bought it. I'm sorry their house has been on the market 6 months and didn't sell. I really have empathy for them, and I feel it. But I tend to over-exaggerate it for the simple reason I want them to know it. But how many of you have, when I came in your front door, you told me I could be totally up front with you, and I'd rather get up and walk out of here than mislead you on a price that's not going to sell for. Now listen, 7 to 10 agents come out here. See, change the tonality. 7 to 10 agents come out here and tell you that price, tell you how, and then I tell them a higher price and a higher price. Just because they want to list your home. I'm not a listing agent, I'm a sales agent. When you hire me to get your home sold, not just listed. Will you allow me to get your home sold tonight? Will you sign here, press off 3 copies? You know, sometimes you need to say, why? 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 You need to ask yourself, why? I'll ask you this question. When will you start doing the program the way it's written and no longer your way? When will you change your attitude and your belief and your commitment and your determination and your excitement and your focus to reach all your goals? The 5th or 6th book is the 7 words to reach all goals. The 7 words to reach all goals. Attitude, belief, commitment, determination, excitement, focus equals goals. Why is goals 7 words? 6. Because you have to have a goal. And it has to be a goal no one believes you can achieve. No one believed I could have been the presidential bodyguard. No one believed I could have been one of the top 10 agents. No one in my family believed it. No one in my office believed it, but I believed it. Believed it. See, you know why you're not reaching it? Because you're not believing it. When you have 100% belief in my book, when will you have 100% belief in what I tell you to do? When will you show up and believe? I tell you when you become more committed and more determined and more excited and more focused is when. Not bad. 2 minutes. What can I tell you in 2 minutes? You know, if you're in my program long enough, one day all of a sudden you hear what I say. I hope you're around long enough to hear what I say to get you to change. See, it does not matter what city you're in. Every day someone needs your help. Do you believe that? I do. It's going to be a great day. Someone needs my help today. I'm the best person to help. What if you started your morning that way? Well, you'd be one of the biggest producers in your whole entire MLS, if you believe that. To change your belief is to change your life. What are you waiting for? Why are you waiting? Why? You know, when you're ready to hear the truth, I'll tell you the truth. All it takes is calling me. And after I tell you the truth, it's for you to go back and do what I say. We're a winning combination. When you put forth the effort and you get better, and I help you get back up when you have a fall down. You know, I was going to have a couple of people come on this morning, and I apologize not getting to you. But I think it's more important for you to think about why. Why are you where you are? Well, I think you're here today because you're meant to be. You were meant to meet me so I could change your life. You know, in my past 28 years, I've changed thousands of lives. I don't know if I have 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years left, but I want to change more lives than at any time in my life I wanted to. Because I get up each morning. What did I do last week? 2 calls on Monday, 2 calls on Tuesday. I sent you a call out on Wednesday. I came in and did a coaching call Thursday morning and sent that to you. Came in and did a coaching call Friday morning and sent that to you. I love that call on Friday morning. You know, most people are out shopping today, but I came to my office to shop for a buyer for you, to shop for buyers for my homeowners. And I'd love to find a buyer for you. I think it's more important to shop for you than to shop for myself. There's a script every day that you can use to get an appointment. But what you've got to do is internalize my scripts. And then we add that one sentence. I hope I've added something to your life today to help you to have a better business and life. If you need anything, you can go to andrewlaceytraining.com. You can call us at 1-800-948-1633. Or you can personally call me, 864-909-1258. Let me give you that number again, 864-909-1258. Now see, did you notice that I left my number twice, but I left it at 2 different rhythms of speech from one number to the next? Internalize my scripts. Change your tonality as you talk, and to develop a rhythm as you're speaking to people. Y'all go out and make it a great day. Call me if you need anything. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.